After a break of 5 years, the Saw series is back in full effect with Saw 8. It was called Saw Legacy, but it's finally known as Jigsaw. It is directed by the Spirit brothers, the guys who brought us Undead, Daybreakers and Predestination. 3 movies that I really like, none that I quite love. I'm a huge fan of the Saw series. I love all the Saw movies. I think they're fantastic. I think they do kind of lose that spark the further they go on. But I was excited to see a sort of reimagining of this franchise. Now, it's not a reboot or anything like that. It's a continuation of this storyline. As the movie starts, it's been 10 years since John Kramer has died. His legacy lives on. The traps that he created, the positions that he put people in are notorious. And we have this future where people are genuinely terrified of this mythic person who they know is dead, but seems to be beginning a new game. We're introduced to a host of new characters, from a coroner to a detective to the people involved in the game. All these other people who could possibly be Jigsaw's new apprentice. And that is one of these things that the movie does that we haven't seen done in the longest while. It creates a sense of mystery. We know that Jigsaw is dead, so who is behind all these killings? It's one of the key things that drives this movie. It also has a very particular look about it. It's lost the sort of dank spaces that Saw has been notorious for. Taking these people, putting them in the one location, it's all kind of dark, dingy, and killing them off. This one has multiple locations. It jumps about from various crime scenes to rooftops to streets to SWAT teams going into places to morgues. It's varied, it's a little bit different. It feels grander than your typical Saw movie, and it's nice to see it move into the outside world and not just a warehouse in the middle of nowhere. We have all these characters that all add a little bit of flavour to the movie and all keep you guessing as to who is the one behind it all. And let's get to the main thing about Saw movies, the traps. They kind of stay away from the torture porn-esque way of doing things. They aren't prolonged bloody. They are bloody to an extent, but they're quick, they're swift, and people do have a chance to get out of it. It's all wordplay. It's in the messages again, you know. They're saying one thing, but it means something else if they only listen carefully to what's being told to them. I think Jigsaw was a great addition to the Saw franchise. It kind of freshened everything and made me excited for this tired series. It's not the best of the series, but it's by far nowhere near the worst. It probably sits somewhere after the original trilogy, round about the market of all 8 movies. I had a lot of fun with it. I like the way it's directed, I like its style, and it plays with having more money by creating sort of more interesting scenarios. I'd be happy to see more Saw movies, and I'm kind of hoping that we're going to get them at some point. I give Jigsaw 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a thoroughly entertaining movie, a great addition to the Saw franchise, and one that I suggest you checking out if you haven't already done so. Now, Jigsaw is out on video on demand right now. You can get your hands on it. If you want to wait a little bit, you can get it on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. There's a lovely steelbook out of this as well, and I think it's worth your money if you're a Saw fan. It has a few extras. It's got audio commentaries. It's quite insightful and quite interesting. But I think the thing that I was most interested in, the 79-minute documentary, I Speak for the Dead, The Legacy of Saw. It kind of focuses quite a lot on the new one, but it's people looking back at Saw, the producers talking about how they moved the franchise along. It's interesting enough. It's not as in-depth as I once hoped it was going to be, but it's still a great addition to this disc. There's one other small featurette. It's about props. It's interesting, but it feels a little bit like a fluff piece. I just wish they had added a little bit more into this disc. They could have made it, you know, even more jam-packed. But as it stands just now, a 79-minute documentary, the commentary and the movie in pristine condition is enough for me, a happy Saw fan. Jigsaw is available on Blu-ray on the 26th of February 2018. There's a link below if you want to click on that and buy it from Amazon. I've got a few pennies to spend on more Blu-rays. Thanks for watching this review. Let me know what you thought of Jigsaw and where it fits in the Saw franchise, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.